Hi there, it's Elaine here. Welcome back to my channel, Chattylaine Creates at Christmas. Yay! Sorry, I've not been here for quite some time. I did 3 and then we had lots of snow and we had it for about a week where it didn't go away, and I just haven't wanted to be up here because it's too cold. It was just too cold. And I had a few other things that were going on, dentists and things. I had a tooth out last week, which was fun, but here we are. So we're going to do day 4 and 5 of 12 Days of Christmas. I'm going to see if we can get some collaging done today. So let's get number 4 open. I'm going to put those out the way. I'm going to move that out the way, and let's do 4 first. Now, what I did was I'd already recorded 4 and 5 openings, so they have been opened before, and I did do some stuff in that video which obviously I've decided to scrap the openings, and I'm going to do them again today, partly because, you know, I'm having to put them together. So this is a bit of washi tape I've stuck on there because I lost a bit of tape that Kari had on here. And if you haven't seen any of these already, I bought this 12 Days of Christmas ephemera pack from Kari at cocos.cornucopia on Instagram, and I'll put it down the bottom here so anybody not knowing who she is can go and check out her shop. And I've just lost me bit of washi tape, but I don't know, mate, I don't need it. So yes, it had a little bit of vintage tape on it originally. I already know, I'm afraid, I've got stamps in it, and some of the stamps have been pulled apart. This was 12 Days of Christmas, Lee's stamp set. Yes, 4 is missing, and yes, I've lost it. I think it's gone in a box, and I still haven't got around to finding it because I was going to use it today. So there's the partridge, turtle doves, calling birds, isn't it? Collie birds, whatever you want to call it. So yes, we've got some lovely stamps, vintage stamps. They're all British, but this one's 1978, and that's a really old one. That's got 4D on it, which is 4 old pence when there's a D. Wow, 13p. Yeah, there's all sorts. So we're going to use some of those today. I've got an idea what I'm going to do, because as I say, I'd already sussed out what I was going to do, but I just hadn't got the chance to do it. So that's also Partridge in a Pear Tree from 1968. Ooh, I was 5 then. 74. How old was I in 74? I was 11. Yes, 1963 I was born. So you might start getting a bit of a picture. I was born in January 63. What year is it next year? Oh, there it is. Look, there's a little bit of tape. It must have gone in the little packet. No wonder I couldn't find it. Oh, so that was on there like that. But she'd obviously stuck it on because it won't stick anymore. Oh, that's a shame. I didn't realise it was in the packet. But I'm going to actually put it back in the packet so I don't lose it. There we are. So we're going to use some stamps for day 4. And, oh look, there's a snowman. I've got a pocket in the back of the book. Oh, yes, as I was going to say, I've rejigged I've put the bell on this bit now, and I'm going to put a charm on the other one. hopefully, yeah, it should be able to stay out of the way. And I put some cardboard stars on this one, a cardboard scrapbook card stars on this one, on these now. And then that bit is the working part of the book, and this bit I can have off out the way anyway, so I thought that would be better. So I tied it round there, and let's just unravel it, because we're going to be using it in a minute anyway, aren't we? Because I got 2 of these, and I got 2 of those, so there's mostly 2 of everything, of these bigger ones. There's a little row of different ones. Montana. Oh, these are American ones. 1978. Oh, all kids' paintings by the look of it. And we'll use some of those. Right, that's those. We're just going to put them over here, because there's no point in putting them away, because we're going to get them all out again. Right, oh, there's another one. Right, make sure we don't lose any. And let's open number 5. Well, number 5 gives you a bit of a clue on the front, because we have lots of different tickets in here. I think that's all of them, yes. And now then, this looks a little bit German, and that looks a bit German, but then I suppose it could be another language, I don't know. That's English, that one. This one is a London Go As You Please, so you pay for a 4-day ticket. Baker Street is one of the London Underground stations, and you can go anywhere on that ticket for 4 days in London. We call them rail cards now, not rail cards. All day, yeah, I can't remember what they're called now. We used to give them a name. So, what have we got? That's a bus ticket. This one is also looking German. See, that's got DM, so that could be Deutschmarks. I think that one's probably German. What have we here? Hanson, Norfolk, that's Hampshire, and that is Dorset down in the bottom. Dorset is down near the coast. So, but they all look very German, to be honest. I could be completely wrong. And that one's an English one. Where's that? Ayrshire, that's in Scotland. That one is in Scotland. So yes, we've got lots of tickets to play with. That's pretty, isn't it? It's pale blue. I do have an idea for those as well. I kind of would like to use a light one, because I shall tell you what we're going to do. What we're going to do is we are going to do a what do you call it, snippet roll. So I really made a mess of that one now, but I covered it up. So I've just put these are digis from Kari at Kari Mixed Media Art, and I've really cut that badly, haven't I? Look at the state of that line. Yeah, I did cut them with scissors. I didn't actually put them in my paper trimmer, but it's to cover the mess on the back, and I've gone round each one and made a mess of them, so we'll skip over that. Because these have got buttons on, I've also put one on the back here. I can't remember that one. It's not one of Kari's. So as we're doing 2 days, I think we're going to skip that one, and I'll do something with that. And we're going to do this page. So this is going to be a pocket, and we're going to decorate this with the snippet roll. And I know I have got a tally roll. Yeah, I just put my hand on top of my walnut stain because I walnut stained around my little stars. So I didn't do a very good job of inking them. What I should have done was glue or put matte medium or something over this, because I keep catching all the bits. Look, see, I don't know whether it's because also it's cold up here and maybe they're just coming a little bit unstuck, but I felt the book catch on it and it's a little bit annoying, but I really should have sealed it. I think that's the problem. So where were we? We're here. So plan B, because I can't find it, I'm going to use all this and I'm going to fold it in half, because obviously I need the tally roll to go down the page and it's too wide in half. So I'm going to kind of probably do it to about there. Is that all right? It's still a fraction too large, so I'm going to get my tear ruler out. So I'm going to take these off. So yeah, that'll go down there, won't it? So we're just going to glue that together. Right, here we go. Just make sure it's all stuck. I've got no air pockets. Now I've bought my own stamps up with me that are Christmassy ones. Where did I put them? And we can sort of top them up, because I don't want to use all of those, and I've got quite a lot of English ones that are more recent, obviously from various Christmases that I've been collecting over the years. So what we could do is mix them together a little bit, and I'm going to put these as the base more and use these more as the top ones. They're Belgian ones, so I've got quite a lot of. That's a Belgian one as well. Yeah. What I tend to do with ones that have come off of my own Christmas cards, etc., I have left them on the paper, and it actually helps give them a bit more stability, you know, that makes them a little bit thicker. These are lovely, I love these. So I think we're going to try and use a bit of a mixture of them all. Let's get sticking. See, our stamps now have this barcode on it, and we have to use our stamps up by the end of January, because all our stamps are going to have this barcode on it now. The guys are still on strike, but we have started getting Christmas cards and things through, so hopefully it's moving again a bit now, but they are striking again at the end of the week. Well, I think it's the 23rd and the 24th they're striking again, because they're not really getting what they want, and so I think they're holding out a little bit for some various pay and things. See, I've got quite a lot of them. One of them. It's for the post box. Some of them are, you know, kind of goldy coloured and red. Don't like that, it's got a line for it. Yeah, there we are. We'll use some of those as well. Right, now then. You have to be very careful doing this because you can rip the stamp. But I just kind of take it off around the edges and hopefully remove enough that it still leaves the where did that go? That one. Perforation showing like that. Because I like the perforation. I mean, you can soak them, but to be honest, I quite like a little bit of colour on there. So we'll take that a little bit off because it's a bit pointy. This has got a nice bit of red on. So we'll just take the pointy bits off. And create more pointy bits. That's really helpful, isn't it? I'll leave that one on. So other than my sort of neighbours, I've more or less delivered all my cards now. I've got a couple of friends I need to deliver to. But most of them went in the post. So a lot of these are going to be the background. And then we'll put some of these on the top. I like this snowman. So it'll all be stamps. It's all going to be stamps. Oh yeah, there's two of them. So I must have put them back in here because there's two of them. So let's get gluing, shall we? I'll put them down there because they're the ones I want to use on the top. We'll stick her down. And I'm going to use my art glitter glue partly because I can put it where I need it to be. Like that. It is blobbing a bit at the moment, which is a tiny bit annoying. So we'll stick that like that. And I think we'll put him up in the corner. Actually, it's taking more than I thought it was going to. I think I like this one with the red bit around him. So let's move it up a bit. I think we're going to have to find some more. These are a couple of comedians that are dressed up in panto costume. I'm going to put a snowman picture. No, where I want to put it. It will actually go underneath that one better. I kind of want to put it in the middle. Yeah, let's put it there, I think. Like that. You can put that one in there. Like that. There we go. Right, it's all covered. So I want to put another one of these on here. I quite like this one. Looks like Prince Charming or something. I suppose I should have thought of it when as I went along, because I'm now covering up ones that I put on. There we are. Let's put that one there. So we just need to do that side. Whoops. Like that. So we've got my snowman on. I need to find my number 4 really, because he was supposed to go on here. So he's gonna be a little bit long. So I don't mind it hanging up the top. Might have to chop the bottom off that one, I'm not sure. So we're going to stick him on there. So there we are. That's day 4. And we have a pocket. Well, I have found my 4 stamp. So I was really pleased about that. I did chop off the end here because it was sticking at the bottom. So I don't know, I might put another one over here just to give it a little bit of a, you know, pointy edgy. And I've put my stamps away now because I've been working on day 5. So what I've done is I made this snippet roll last year. And I'm going to use that as a pocket. You can get her in there. I put 2 pieces of brown card together, craft paper. I've used a ticket and a bit of scrapbook paper. One of these are my scrapping out decorative chipboards. I've got the biggest one out of there. Put that on there. I've stamped a little stamp on a little bit of black card. So I felt I needed a little bit of a contrast colour. And one of my Belfast stickers. So I just made a very simple tag, and I thought, well, I don't really need to show you that. It's fairly straightforward. And I've got some little black tags, little tiny ones they were, and I was going to use one of them, but I've taken it out the box and I can't remember where I put them, and this was the cord that came with it, so I just sort of put them in there, and I did a little bit of stamping with some little tiny stamps. Looks like I've got some black. It's probably off this, so I don't know whether it's quite dry. I've only just finished it. I've got glue everywhere, and she pops in the pocket just there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find a 5, because at the moment I can't think where they are, and as you can tell, I am completely behind. I just couldn't keep up with it, I'm afraid. So my plan is to do some opening of some of the other, all of the other packages, and I will record that opening, and then I will show you what I've made with it. And I don't quite know. What I might do is just one big video with opening and showing you, a bit like a flip through really. I'm afraid I just couldn't do it. So I thought, well, I'll bring you this one because I'd half done it, and this is another day that I've done this. I mean, I'm filming this practically today, it is now. And so this should hopefully go up on Christmas Eve. I'm sorry I couldn't keep up with it, but there was still a lot going on. I failed miserably. What with the weather, it was so cold up here, I just didn't want to come up here, and and my tooth, and I thought I just can't keep it up, I'm afraid. It's not a good time of year to be up here because I have to turn my heater off every time. But it's not too bad. I warmed it up while I was working on this, so I'm alright at the moment. But when it was snowy, it was really, really cold. And I just couldn't do it, I'm sorry. So I am going to close my book. And I'm going to wrap her up. And here's my bells. And I'm going to tie a little knotty thing and stick it under there. And there she is. I hope you enjoyed that. Sorry that I only got to day 5. And I must admit, I was getting to the point where I thought, oh, I'm not going to do this. But I thought I'd keep going. And I failed. Right. So hopefully I will see you in the next one. I will try and bring you all of the opening of the packages and what I made with them. And I will see you very soon. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a very Merry Christmas and enjoy the festive season if I don't come back to you before Christmas. And I hope you'll give me a thumbs up, and I hope you will subscribe if you haven't already done so. It really does help me. I will see you next time. Bye for now.